Hi and welcome back to another shaving video. Razor Rookie here. I've got some new stuff again. This time it's from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements or Phoenix Shaving, whichever one you want to call them. Got the Atomic Age Bay Rum. This stuff is like really Bay Rum. If you like Bay Rum and you're a big Bay Rum fan, you're going to enjoy it. It's a cream, kind of a semi-soft cream. You can see that. There we go. And it is Bay Rum to the max. I mean, it is really Bay Rum. But it's good stuff. I enjoy the way it smells. I also have the matching aftershave, the Atomic Age Bay Rum aftershave. Smells the same. Simple ingredients, good stuff. And I don't know, I always end up going whole hog, so I also have the Phoenix Shaving Atomic Rocket Brush. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Hopefully that showed up. And not to be outdone by my own OCD, I have the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements double open comb. You can see the cap is a comb as well as the underside is a comb. And a nice little touch on the bottom of the handle. They put a Phoenix on it. It's a really short handle. I don't have huge hands, but it's a really short handle, but it's nice weighted and really aggressive grip. In that razor, I have a Gillette 7 o'clock of the black variety. They make a green one and a yellow one as well. I know you don't have to soak brushes, but I'm gonna, down here in my Doctor Who mug, I'm just gonna let it sit in some warm water and get my face ready for the pre-shave, which is also Phoenix. Doug and the boys over at PAA do a really good job. They take a lot of pride in their stuff. I think I've said that before in a video, but I had to buy it all, so I'm sure they don't mind. So let me get my face wet. Yeah, this pre-shave is a little different. Usually you have a like a cream style pre-shave deal going on. If anybody's ever used Parasso, you know what I mean. It's more of a cream. This is a bar of soap. It's kind of strange, but from what I can tell, you do it like this. Just like that. I'm going to set it in the can to dry because it's a little moist at the moment. You don't want to close these things up in a can, a puck soap or anything like that. They might mold or stay slimy. So there we go. That's up and out of the way. One thing I didn't prepare for was putting this in a bowl, because like I said, it's kind of a semi-soft. You see, I don't want to put my brush in there and make a big mess, so let me grab my lathering bowl. I've got the one. It's the fine lathering bowl. Friggin' love this thing, man. It's great. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scoop some of this out. I got a pretty good sized fingerful. That's probably more than enough. And I'm gonna put it right here in my bowl. Just get it off my finger and in the bowl. I should probably work on putting a shelf under the medicine cabinet. But hey, we're still working it out. Hope everybody had a good day at work. I know a bad day fishing's still better than a good day at work, but we can't all live on the Gulf Coast. I've gotten some feedback from people watching, friends, taking a look and going, man, you could do better, you could do this, you could do that. And I'm taking everybody's opinions into account here. Speaking of which, there's that. That's what that looks like. There's just a little moisture left in the brush, and I know this thing held on to quite a bit of water last time. So I got my soap in there and I'm just trying to chase it around. We're gonna whip that up real quick. This brush is enormous. It's probably the biggest brush I own now. It is an enormous, I think it's 26 millimeter, which if you've paid any attention to brushes, it's probably going to cover my entire cheek when it spreads out. I'm chasing this stuff around because it's working up pretty good, and I'm trying to get it back in the brush and then work it back into the bowl. And this bowl works great. If you're on the fence about buying one, or you haven't used a lathering bowl before, I would highly recommend, in my humble and honest opinion, the Fine bowl. It seems to do quite the job. Alright, so let's see, look at this. That brush is huge. Whew. That is Bay Rum. That is all Bay Rum all day. And forgive me if I'm glistening. It's still 100 degrees and the sun's down, so it's probably about 8:30 by the time I get this up, and it's still 100 degrees, so that's Fahrenheit. Well, that worked up pretty good. Slightly unorganized, I apologize. Alright, so the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements double open comb. Never used one, so we're going to learn this together. One thing I did probably forget to mention in my beginner's video that I'll go over again is that the angle and pressure is quite important, and you don't want to hold it like this and push. You'll chew your face up every time. I still make that mistake sometimes when I'm not getting what I want out of a blade, and most of the time it's user error. People complain about the short handles, and really I think it's a good training tool to just, that's what all you need. Right there. That's it. Some are slick, but that's okay. And you don't want to do this. Now, I remember bringing this in here for the reason I got now. See this head? It pivots. You can limp wrist your face all day long if you want. It's your face, do what you want. This pivot point is going to make up the difference for you. When you shave with one of these and you do this, it's either not going to cut or it's going to gouge you. So you need to move your arm to shave and keep the angle. Once you find what that razor wants, where you get the best bite without cutting yourself, it'll tell you by feel and sound. Just like that. That is a nice razor. And like I said, Doug Smythe, he's been all over YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. He's pretty active on Twitter. He is super proud of his company and his products. And once again, my humble opinion, he has every reason to be. This soap's working like it ain't nobody's business. So I'm getting from that last bad blade I had. That's not the razor, it's not the blade, it's all me. Lots of blood, sweat, and tears into R&D with his products. And see, I'm not pushing, and I'm moving my whole arm, and I'm keeping that blade angle the same all the way, and I'm getting a really good cut with it. These things rinse out really good too. Clean, just a little bit of water. See, when you get flat like that, it's just going to scrape. You get like this, it's just going to wipe it off. But once you find that sweet spot, it's off to the races as far as your shave goes. And forgive me if I'm not chit-chatting. Oh yeah, I got a little bit, but I got the remedy for that. I'll probably throw a little alum block or something on that. Let's go for, that's pretty good for, God, look at that. How big that is. Jesus. I'm not a 4-pass shaver, but I sure as hell loaded up like one. And you saw that was just a maybe a quarter-sized thin little thing of soap, and I got a ton of lather out of that. So good job, Doug. Whew. If you hear that, that's the feedback I get when you hear people talk about your razor giving you feedback. That's the noise you want to hear. And you can feel it in the razor as well. Yeah, see, that's not got nothing to do with this. Not a whole lot there. A little bit. But that's your razor's way of talking to you. Yeah, this bathroom doesn't have a air vent in it, so when the door gets closed, it gets hot in here pretty quick. You didn't see that. And you notice there's not much soap left on here, but the little combs actually hang on to quite a bit of soap. I guess SLOC, or self-lubricating open comb, double open comb. I guess that's what they mean, is they hang on to soap, so you can kind of go back and clean up a little bit without having to re-lather your entire face, which that's nice. And just for giggles, ooh, well, that is, I'm done. That's as close as it needs to be. I'm gonna get a cold water rinse to get all this stuff off my face. All right. That's the ticket right there. That's the closest I've got in a while. All right. I'm gonna skip the alum. Actually, no. Let's do that, because I know there's people who don't know what I'm talking about. This one here is from Razor Rock, but they're pretty much all the same. This one's in a little plastic travel case, and all this is, it says right there, I don't know if it'll focus, alum aftershave block. The story I got is you just wet it and you put it on your face, and it'll tell you where you got real close, or it'll sure tell you where you got cut. So for demonstration purposes, oof. And it burns. Not like Johnny Cash, like, ooh, I can't stand it, Ring of Fire type stuff, but it gets a little tight. You can feel your pores close up, and if you got a little blood on it, which I don't, but you just rinse her off, and don't close your case around it, because these things will get all slimy, muggy. You don't want to let them sit in a closed bag or anything like that. What I do is I open my case like so, and I put it in there like that, and I'll just set it on a shelf for a day or so, along with my soap. If like my puck soaps, if I go in the bowl like you see me do, I'll leave them open and just let them air dry, and it makes the whole bathroom smell like the soap, but most importantly, it dries completely, so you don't get mold. I have had to throw away a soap that was quite expensive for leaving it closed and wet, and we won't talk about how much that cost. $60. Alright, so next is the aftershave, which is kind of aftershave. Just smells good. We'll put some in the hand here, rub her up. There you go, quite a bit for. Oddly enough, it doesn't burn where I cut myself because of the alum block. Boy, that is. And again, it smells different on your face than it does in the bottle. You get tobacco and vanilla. Wow, that smells good. It's not quite as overpowering as the soap. But to be honest, it's just when you stick your nose in the soap, that's when it feels a little overpowering. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. The likes, the subscribes. I think I've got 12 subscribers now, which is cool. I noticed Flash got a video up about 2 hours before I started filming, so I gotta go watch that. Always gotta watch his videos. I'm gonna have to shape a weird appendage like a thumb or a toe or maybe a kneecap. A kneecap sounds fun. Maybe I could order a straight razor and do my leg. Just one leg from like the knee down. I wear shorts all the time, so everybody will be like, why is one of your legs? Oh, I got an accident or something. But if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. I'm going through a sad moment, soap acquisition disorder, so I'm buying soaps left and right. I have a Rockwell that I'm going to demo next, or the Merkur 37C. It's my first slant. I've never used a slant, so let me know in the comments which one you'd like to see. The Rockwell. I've got the 6C, all 6 plates, and it's in gunmetal. It's not the shiny, bright chrome that you're used to seeing. And then I've got the Merkur 37C slant short handle. I think that's the only one they make. So, or they make 2, but I've got one. I've got the 37. So let me know in the comments which one you'd like to see. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you didn't. Subscribe. Comment below anything you want to see. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm on both, at Razor Rookie. There's no the, because for some reason that was already taken. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.